Hey everybody, welcome back to Wings of Refuge here at Dykstra's Homestead. I'm Shannon Dykstra and I have here Hot Lips. Hot Lips is my best girl, isn't that right? Today we're going to talk about what Hot Lips eats because I am always concerned about what I eat. I am that girl in the grocery store with the app on my phone from Environmental Working Group who scans every barcode. I'm also particular about what I feed my chickens. Why is that, you might ask? Well, I eat their eggs. I eat Hot Lips' beautiful eggs. And so because I eat these eggs, I want to know exactly what's going in them. And because I raise these chickens, I have control of what goes in them. Now, right now they're eating some mealworms, and they're eating grass and bugs and different things that you'll see out in the ground or in the dirt and different things like that. We don't use any pesticides here. Hey girl, wanna say hi? Wanna say hi? This is Marigold. She's my snake killer, and who survived the snake bite. So yeah, they want to eat healthy foods too. Now, I don't have control over what's in the ground except for I don't use any pesticides, because if you use pesticides, then my girls would be eating pesticides, and I might be eating some of those pesticides too, and I'm already concerned enough about the overuse of pesticides anyway. So she's wanting in my feed bucket. Come on, girl. See, they know healthy food. Anyway, so I want to tell you what I feed them on a daily consistent basis as their diet, because that and essentially is what's in my eggs. So I start off with this basic layer feed. They're getting excited. They hear the rattle of bags. So this is my basic feed. It's an organic layer feed, and I'm going to start off by pouring this into my bucket. Sorry girls, it's not treats, it's your breakfast. So I start off by putting this in here, and one of the things I didn't show you already is I already had some calendula flowers in there. I like to add calendula because calendula has so many health benefits, and it's essentially dried flowers. So I've already added some in there, and so I'm just going to give it a little stir. So that is in there. Then I like to buy a lot of these herbs at the health food store. Our local health food store has some amazing things. Now, I live in a very small community. What are you doing? Fanta, are you trying to help me? Huh? You can't have my eggs. I'm going to put my eggs in here. And so, I love to shop at my local health food store because we live in a very small community. In this small town, I'm grateful that we have one because there's a lot of communities that don't have a health food store. So I shop there. These you can get organic dried herbs. A lot of times they're even cheaper, and you're helping like the mom and pop type of stores. So here I have oregano. I cannot say enough about oregano. Oregano works as a natural antibiotic. You've probably heard about oregano oils and different things, and so oregano is just an awesome herb to use. And so I'm going to add that in. That helps keep their immune systems up. I'm not one who does a lot of measuring, not even when I'm doing a lot of my cooking. Want a bite? Yummy, isn't it? Yes. So that is the oregano, and she's found the treats. That's for later. That's for later, baby girl. There we go. Now she'll probably pick it, but that's okay. I like to add in a little bit of brewer's yeast. Not too much of it, just a little. Oh, I skipped over a few more. Sage is another one. Now, this time of year, these things aren't growing right now because it's been really cold. It's actually cool out here this morning. But in the spring and summer, I plan to have some of my own herbs. And then they'll be getting more fresh herbs. And so until then, they get the dried stuff. Garlic is another one. It's a lot of these herbs that helped little Marigold survive her bite from the copperhead. So there we go. We've added that. Is this bag in your way, sweet girl? How's that? Is that better? The arm of that chair is a little slippery. Okay, chia seeds. I love chia seeds. I love them myself, but I also love them for the girls because they are high in your omega-3s. So I'm going to add a few of them. Sorry, didn't realize that was in your way. And the wind's trying to blow. Pepitas. This is pumpkin seeds. Now, I'll add a few of these to their diet, but I will also say that pepitas or pumpkin seeds help with the deworming process. Now, it is extremely controversial because there's not been a lot of studies done on it. However, I go by what I see work here and evidence-based. I was willing to try it because it's a seed. Seeds are really great anyway. Most seeds are really high in magnesium, so seeds are good for us. These are good for me. And so my girls love them. They make a great treat. But when you read about pumpkins and pumpkin seeds, they work as a natural dewormer. And so it has a way of paralyzing those worms. And so then as they eat their probiotics, it kind of pushes all those worms out. And as it pushes them out, they become naturally dewormed. Also with the garlic, which plays a big part in that as well. So garlic plays a huge role in so many different ways. And I'm trying to keep this brief. And so look it up, read about it. Also look up Lisa Steele with Fresh Eggs Daily because she writes some amazing books. I meant to bring those out here with me. And but she goes into great detail about these herbs and things too. And her Breakfast of Champions, look it up. It's great stuff. So I have been feeding these things to my girls from day one, and you know they were born March the 21st, and I have taken their fecal samples in several times to the vet's office, and it is normal for chickens to have a small amount of parasites or eggs. That is totally normal. What's abnormal is when they have an overabundant supply and their bodies don't know what to do and they become engulfed in them, and then they don't work as well. So one thing I can say is every time I've taken in a fecal sample, my fecals have been clear, clean, not even an egg, no parasite. And so that is huge because chickens, because of the worms and things that they eat in the ground, they can easily get parasites. And so it's really good to make sure you're feeding them things that can keep their systems flushed out and boosting their immune systems, which is huge. And it also paid off really well with Marigold, who was bitten both of her wattles by the copperhead that you saw. If you hear the clucking going on, that is the egg song, and we have in there, I believe that's Miss Prissy, who has just laid an egg, and she's very happy about it. So just to kind of give a quick rundown of how I feed my girls, is I start off with this basic layer feed. It is organic because I don't want any form of pesticides or anything of that nature in my food. And so I toss that in with some calendula flowers, some sunflower seeds, some flax meal, some pepitas, great for deworming, and also feed them pumpkins. Usually, especially the fall when the pumpkins are all fresh, and then I got some extra ones for the winter, and I'll use them up some too. Some chia seeds, great in omegas, a little brewer's yeast. This time of year, it's really cold out, and we don't have very many fresh herbs. So, but I am growing some garlic and some other things for the spring and summer, and hopefully next year I'll have some extras too. But we have garlic, we have sage, some oregano. I usually throw in some parsley, any of those things, herbs like that. I often too like to throw in some diatomaceous earth because, hey sweet girl, this is Hot Lips, she came to see us. And so I like to throw in some herbs, some diatomaceous earth, because diatomaceous earth acts too as a natural dewormer. It's a detoxifier. Add some silica into their bodies too. Want a bite? And this is Fanta and Hot Lips, and they're afraid they're going to miss something. So they also bathe in the diatomaceous earth and some wood ash. That's one of your beef. And And so I add all these things in, and I put the apple cider vinegar in their water because it acts as a natural probiotic, but also because I make homemade kombucha. That's a fermented green tea drink, if you're not sure what that is, and it grows a good bacteria with every batch. And so with that bacteria, which is your natural probiotics, and those scobies, which is a symbiotic colony of bacteria and yeast, is like it's a little on the rubbery side, and but it forms this huge disc. And I cut that up and I feed that to the girls too. They absolutely love it. And it's great fermentation. They do great with fermentation, which is what our apple cider vinegar is. So after adding all these herbs, I give it all a really good stir. Stir it up really good. You hear that? And then I make sure I give them this in the mornings for their breakfast. I keep just their basic feed available the rest of the time. And so, okay, here we go. And so that way they get their herbs in the mornings, and they're always really excited and looking for their breakfast. So this is Hot Lips. We're signing off. Hey everybody, give us a thumbs up. Let us know that you're watching. Comment if you like, but also subscribe. By subscribing, you won't miss an episode. And so we don't want you to miss. We have a lot of things coming up here really soon, between the baby lambs that are going to be born probably early March, and we have new puppies on the farm. We want to tell you about them and why they're here and what their purpose is on the farm. And you don't want to miss some of Hot Lips' outings. And so we may actually talk about that next time and catch you up on some of her field trips that she's been on. So until then, have a great day. Hey, I'm having the time of my life.